Hello and welcome to this video on using real-time alerts as part of the crisis workflow for NewsWhip Spike. We will review how to efficiently set up real-time alerts for real-time decisions in preparation for a potential crisis. Hopefully you'll see how much potential value real-time alerts can provide to you and how significantly more useful and flexible they are to an alternative like Google Alerts. To begin, spend time carefully crafting and editing your searches. That's right, the most important step is actually in the establishment of your searches, as your real-time alerts will be based on the keywords and criteria you decide upon here. I'm going to use Starbucks as an example throughout this video, with the eventual goal being to set this up as a continuation of a potential union strike crisis in the US that we covered previously. It's a story which has been bubbling, or brewing I should say, since November 2022. I'll quickly introduce you to 3 approaches. You can choose all of them or just the ones most applicable. I'll also just use the web articles as the example network, but Facebook, Twitter and YouTube can be selected as well. The best way to think of these is from big and wide to small and narrow, or more aquatically, from trawler fishing to pinpointed spear fishing. Firstly, create a general search with the default popular setting. By general, I mean maybe 1 or 2 keywords and no search filters other than perhaps the language. This search is casting the biggest net for retrieving articles and posts. I'll just simply add Starbucks as my search keyword. The key here is in the selection of the default popular articles. It uses an algorithm that does a lot of the legwork for you and only sends you the most overperforming articles compared to others. This is an efficient way to have a constant but streamlined flow of relevant articles in your inbox. It is the easiest to set up and maintain, and in many cases might be all you need in the long run. However, you may wish to expand into other searches. If so, secondly, create a filtered search and consider custom thresholds. You can create or duplicate a new search and start to tweak it to narrow down to more specific alerts. You can choose to add another keyword that is relevant to a potential crisis situation, and you can change the filters to a location, or change the search to headline only, so you're only getting the articles that really focus on your search. I'll actually get a bit specific on this one and add workers to my more general Starbucks search and set the location to North America. Next, you can still use the default popular articles, or you can choose to set your own threshold. This can be tricky to determine, but the product will provide a number to give you an idea of the ballpark figure you can expect. This narrowing down will help you focus on the particular crisis possibilities. Perhaps you have a few different potential outcomes on your crisis planning, and you can create a specific search for each one. And the last example is create a specific and unique search and get an alert for every article published. This last option requires the most consideration and attention when setting up, but will pay dividends in the long run. I'll get very specific in this search and make it focus purely on potential strike action for any Starbucks in Nevada. There's no real reason why I chose that state. Anyway, this is when you really narrow down your search, and it could get very specific depending on the circumstances. The idea is that you have perhaps tested and trialed some searches and determined exactly what you want to be notified about. You can then choose to have any article that meets the criteria be sent to you. There's a chance there's only a handful of articles or social media posts about it, if at all. We can see this search has no results in the past 24 hours. However, when something happens, you will hear about it straight away. So, when you get this alert, you know with confidence that something has happened and you need to react. Lastly, determine your delivery method and preferred workflows. Alerts can be sent to a Slack channel or directly to email addresses. Generally, we find users tend to stick to one or the other. However, if you use Slack, consider setting up a new channel for a red alert, so an entire team can react and respond promptly. Also, we suggest only add recipients to specific alerts when they are briefed on the procedures of how to act. This will allow for clear and prompt communication. As you can see, going through the process of carefully setting up searches with real-time alerts in mind will bring you peace of mind as well as a solid foundation for any potential upcoming crisis. In the next video, we'll review how you can act during a crisis once you have received some of these spiking real-time alerts. Thanks for watching.